Sayaka grabs a kitchen knife. Self-defense? Yeah, sure. Oh. Unfortunate. Hopes nothing terrible happens with that. Oh, yes. Anyway. Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the Radiance. Toon Link, Dave, Bravo, Dave, Anomaly, Nomenclars. If you know me as the man who's hating allergy season, but to most in the United States, welcome back to another phenomenal, fantastic day of the... Thank you, Danganronpa Hunger Games. And you know what? I said despite allergies, spring is here. It is gardening season, so I do feel a little bit nice at ease then. But then I thought to myself, what could Hunger Games do to ruin this day? And so I thought about it and I said, hey, let me get all the folks here who are most likely to ruin your day. In some way, shape, or form, these are the folks who I think are the best at ruining things. Let's start it all off, starting with Dinner Party, Karumi, and Chi-Chi, mainly for Chi-Chi because she's here to ruin your pity. Mikan and Felicia from Accident Prone, Bug Hunters Chihiro and Cell, Baked in Blood, Ruruka, and Mai, Soldier of Fortune, Mukuro and Shamir, Unhealthy Obsessions, Corey's in the House with Tharja, Deep Fried Chicken, La Senora, and Teru Teru Take the Throne, Sonia, Makoto, They See Me Rollin', Monica, and Kizzy. Best for Business, Togami and Nagisa, Gin, and Samugi. From the line, The Witch in the Wardrobe. Crazy Oak Extra Large, and Iris of the Dancing Queen's Dark Aesthetic sees Shoka and Celeste. Written in the Stars, Hiro, and Chihaya. Disarmor sees Haiji and Hitomi for our future Munakata in the end. Corrupted Elders, Tengen and So Split Paths sees Monokuma and Aiba. Lasting Shot, Nekomaru, and the leader of the Phantom Thieves, aka the Ruinbringers, the Ruinbringer himself, the bringer of all ruin, Hizagiri Roku, aka Joker. Flames of Rebellion sees Nagito, and on Time and Space sees Dr. Taichi and Kaito. Mommy Milker sees Hiroko, and the Raiden Shogun. Spoken Word sees Sayaka and Tiki. Lie, Cheat, Steal sees Kokichi and Ranger. Couples Counseling sees Mew and Jotaro. Angie is here rather for Blank Canvas with Yusuke. Fan Club sees Komaru and Oda. Rock Recruits sees Ibuki and Leon. Swift Strikers, Tenko and Sarah. Girl Boss, Junko and Natsumi. Wander Bros, Rantaro, and The Wanderer. Clean Slice, Genocide Jack, Komeiji, Four Master Togami, Toko, and Pennyworth. Theme Park Ride, Kazuichi and Fuga, Human Studies, Izuru, and Klee. And lastly, Father Knows Just, Jin, and he'll ruin your day for sure. Daddy. And we got a show to get on the road. That being said, I don't know how I want to do. Okay, so you know what? I don't think I need to bring up any graphics, but I do think we want to do a little bit of explanation. So, voting's closed for... Let me hit that music real quick. Ticket to Paradise music, please. Anybody? Thank you. Thank you very much. Ticket to Paradise, the last spot of your user-submitted entries is closed. You guys voted, and let me tell you what's gonna happen. In 2 weeks' time, we are starting to go down on the beaten path to Ticket to Paradise. And as I said, the top 6 who you voted for from the men's and the ladies' side will all do battle. And this is how they're gonna do battle. First things first, 6 competitors. We got 5 weeks until we get there. There will be 3 one-on-ones based on these 6 people that you chose from each. The 3 winners will go on in the 4th week to determine for each side which one goes on to the golden ticket match. Then there will be a special little golden ticket match, I guess, the day before the actual Ticket to Paradise event. We'll see. That being said, I'm excited for it, but I do have one more piece of important news. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know that the first week, in fact, in just 2 weeks, Celeste will defend her title. Let's take a step back. Celeste will be fighting for the title against the champion, the dominant Camilla. And Kaito will be fighting young Mitarai. However, proving dominance herself as of late, has earned a 1v1 match. The winner of Celeste v Camilla will face Sakura in one-on-one action at Ticket to Paradise. What will the match type be? We'll decide on the beaten path there. And who will fight Kaito? Well, I got an idea in my mind, but you're gonna have to wait until next week to find out. But you'll have to wait until next week, and you know what, I'll be frank, we ended perfectly timed there. We might as well just switch over to you know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. This is gonna take a second because it's actually making me enter my password. I don't make cheap passwords either. We go long passwords down to these parts. There we go. It is time to see if the champions are forced to defend those tag titles today. Now, as I said earlier, I would not be surprised in the slightest if the tag team titles were on the line again before we call it quits for this season. And right now, or rather, in 3, 2, 1. There we go. The time is now. Let's find out just what will unfold. We roll, we spin. Will chaos reign, or will order remain? It's going, and it stops, and we now see. Oh my gosh.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
I'm sorry. I think I'm the one who went crazy.
You too will experience this suffering.
You're not about to pull out my battle-feeding hick. Never tell a word about cooking on your grate.
You know, not for nothing, I actually wasn't at all expecting this to happen today. Well. I guess we gotta switch. I guess we're switching music, huh? You know what? It's just, you know, I guess it's championship action. I didn't even tell you to make your picks. Go make your picks now because the following matchup. Oh, I gotta stop that recording actually. Whoop. Stop screen recording. Thank you. The following matchup is going to be scheduled for one fall, and it will be for the Danganronpa Hunger Games tag team titles. Karumi, Chi-Chi, and Dinner Party's Kanji are about to have to throw hands. Kanji has to sit on the sidelines and watch as his two partners fight for their titles. Now, all hope is not lost because they could retain here today. Will they though? I don't know. But we're about to find out. First, second, third, make your picks. I'm gonna make mine as well. I did not expect this today in the slightest. Let me turn that down just a smidgen as we go on and I say, who are my picks? Time and space for first. Yes. Somebody's, and this is the Ruin Bringer's day, it's really bringing ruin to our tag team champions unless they can retain. Give me Girl Boss for second. And then for last, or not for last, for third. In fact, you know what? Pick last too. Pick first, second, third, and last. Because we haven't done that in a little bit. For third, I'm gonna take Dark Aesthetic. I got it. And for last, I think Swift Strikers are just gonna have a rough show. Those are my picks. Hopefully you've made yours. And now that we know that the titles are on the line, I don't think we can dilly and dally. I think we just gotta get into it. And to get into it, we got to nothing. Alright, Asnir, where are you? What? You said isn't that Asnir right behind me? Is that what? Liar! No, not, I'm sorry, not you. No, I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying, there's a pretty dope liar that's been sitting on my desk right now. Look at that. Horribly out of tune, but it's as my oh. Asner was right there. That's great. It's as my Aunt Tammy used to say. Your lie don't have to be tuned for it to be a dice gag. Now let's roll this bad boy. Aunt Tammy, she was a wealth of wisdom. I never knew what that meant, but now it all makes sense. Alright. Here we go. We're resimulating a whole set of 6 as the tag team titles will be defended with not just 1 time or 2 times, not 3 or 4 or 5 times, but dinner party? Honestly, good luck to you. Am I rooting for you? A little bit. I kind of like dinner party a lot. I think we've been through that. I'm glad they had a chance to walk around here strut with their tag team titles, but will that reign end with 6 resimulations? Let's find out together. I do need to set this aside and break out my list because I'm assuming we're gonna see some more Misfortune Strike. We'll unfold. Let's scroll down. Let's proceed, and we see as it all begins the tributes they stand on their podiums and the horns they does sound to horn bearers. If you could please, if you would please, if you shall please do the thing that you do when you sound them, the horns. Thank you, horn bearers. Thank you, horn bearers, indeed, but we still have a game to get through. As Jin grabs as many weapons as humanly possible in case a 1 was rolled today, Toko came out of solitary confinement for this. Komeiji runs away from the cornucopia, so does Komaru, as does Tiki. Monica throws a knife into Chihaya's chest. Heroes all alone. Kizzy was spacing out during the dice roll and wonder if the die landed on a 1 today. Junko refused to believe that any of this is real. Jack and the Wanderer engage in a friendly knife fight. Joker finds a teleporter and teleports him right behind Avi. Are you trying to ruin my day? He's a Gary Roku? How could you? A stray bolt of lightning causes the Inden Sayaka to switch bodies. I can't say I like that, but it is what it is. Chihiro severely slices Klee with a sword. Dang. You hate to see it. Kaito runs away from the cornucopia. Nagisa grabs a sword. Nagito kills Angie. She tries to run. Munakata convinces Hitomi, Ibuki, the Raiden Shogun, Celeste, and La Senora to boycott the killing game. Kazuichi receives a vision of him dying brutally at the hands of Queen and Crazy Yoko. Who would have thunk? As he sees them approaching, he uses his foresight to avoid dying. However, Monokuma finds the Infinity Gauntlet and runs immediately, but upon checking his supplies, it's gone. How unlucky indeed. Which means Monokuma honestly lucked out. He would have earned the misplaced perk. However, he already has it. That's kind of crazy. Tsumugi watches with envy as Aiba and Leon kiss before leaving the cornucopia. Ranger runs off, so does Sarah. Natsumi runs from the cornucopia. Pennyworth, however, does not have any misfortune, and he will be earning a little bit of a misstep as he trips off of his podium. Pennyworth. Unfortunate. Misfortune strikes while it's hot. Drop it like it is hot. Tinko runs away from the cornucopia, so he gathers as much food as she possibly can. Rantaro takes a loaded shotgun, fires at Veruca. She competes to see the pellets in slow motion, dodges them all. Mukuro enters the arena via skydiving. Teru Daddy and Mai arrive to the games as a group, but are penalized 50 luck because they're late. Which I feel like should all, get them misfortune too, since they're losing a whole bunch of luck, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Shimiya runs away from the cornucopia. Gin finds a pestle, killing Kokichi and Hiro. I think Hiro and Chihaya, written in the stars, are the first team out today. Felicia finds a huge rocket launcher. Nekamaru runs away from the cornucopia. Fuga tries to explain to Monokuma that he's not supposed to be here. He isn't. He's like, what could I do to ruin someone's day? Your maps are wild sometimes, Fuga. Togami runs away from the cornucopia, as does Chi-Chi. And forces Kurumi to start singing Please Give Me Wings. Shoka convinces Kori, Mikan, Izuru, Haiji, and Yusuke to boycott the killing game. So runs away from the cornucopia. Mew finds a torn photo of Oda within her pocket, the word friend scribbled on the back. Roko runs away from the cornucopia. The Dr. Taichi finds a torn photo. Iris in his pocket. Friend. Apparently they are friends, they're buddies, they're pals. Tengen snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Zataro comes to the arena to capture a dangerous killer to escape from a insane asylum. Thar just starts working on a plan to overthrow Monokuma, and Kori is up there somewhere. So, on the other hand, runs away from the cornucopia. Day 1 does indeed begin as well as Kurumi uses a spell to suck the intelligence out of the Raiden Shogun. It fails because apparently she's a dummy. Or Maybe this is just some sort of puppet. Nagito finds my secret stash of pancakes. Don't do anything with those, Nagito. Don't blow them up. I swear I'll come for you. Yusuke gets his hand stuck in a can of Pringles. Jin pops the balloon because he can. He's subsequently hunted down and murdered by the Balloon Protection Squad. I feel like they are disbanded and they should disband so I can freely pop balloons again. Ibuki and Iris have a picnic on a cliff. I comment out how nice it is. Suddenly the cliff falls from beneath the both of them, killing them both. Big yikes. Jotaro sees a completely pale Nagisa wash ashore. Unmoving, Jotaro revives him with CPR, but doesn't stop when Nagisa regains consciousness. Komeiji, Toka, and Fuga hold an intervention for my pancake addiction, but they're confused what an intervention is, and they just give me a whole bunch of pancakes, and you know what? That earns them all entry into the World Pancake Championship match. Komeiji, I love you. Maybe you'll have your moment to shine. Get in there. Toko? Get in there. Fuga? I do love Fuga too, get in there. Kazuichi glares at Sonya and says, do you want to die? Sonya runs away. Kazuichi's apparently fed up with Sonya. He's growing a backbone, he's just like, Sonya's not that great, who would've thunk? Ranger finds a yeet ball. They're everywhere. They're never leaving. Yeet ball's here forever. The Docker spends the whole day walking around in shoes made of Legos. He's truly transcended beyond humanity. He is indeed a Time Lord. Monokuma sets up an explosive, killing Leon and Oda. Well, it happens. So, starts planting seedlings in his garden. Mukuro starts to go insane. Haiji steps on a Lego brick wall barefoot and dies. That's the difference. The Doctor is a Time Lord. Haiji is a human. The Inn slams Queen through a table, but she lives. Tengen dies as their gold. Kaito drives up to McDonald's, wants an ice cream. Fortunately, the machine is working. How lucky. Felicia goes nya to annoy Mikan. Mikan stabs Felicia in the chest. That's your tag team partner. Mikan! Girl! Shoka asks for my soundboard. I do enjoy Shoka, so she can have herself a little dance party, especially one with Junko, Shamir, Joker, and Celeste. Nekamaru, Tharja, and Munakata have a scrum day with Mew, Gin, and Chihiro, who loves their specific food more. Me with pancakes or Hina with her donuts. It's me. It's me right here, right now. So kills Myther and revives her as an undead minion. Corey gets a hold of my soundboard and plays I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. Fair. Wander asks Kizzy if you think I'm some sort of clown? Kizzy says, maybe. Natsumi awareness is about the Year of the Ascent. Teruteru, Rantaro, Togami, and Samugi join the Chad-Septiceye cult. Chi-Chi, Aiba, and Ruka have scrum debate with Jack, Azuru, and on over the same thing as earlier. There's a lot of debate. Who even knows if Hina likes donuts anymore? She's a changed woman. Hitomi stabs Tiki with a tree branch. Rest in peace to Tiki. Pennyworth, Sayaka, Crazy Oko holds an intervention for my pancake addiction. I'm not gonna... Look who's there! No, I'm not gonna go. La Senora drives up to McDonald's. The ice cream machine's still working. Who's gonna get unlucky and not have that ice cream machine work? Komari diverts dead. His attention and runs away. Monica commits sword. Tenko goes hunting. And Hiroko has balloons. Sarah comes along and pops them. Because she wanted it that way. We only lost 13 in this suddenly championship match. And for that, I still believe they deserve the saddest of all moments for Chihaya, Klee, Angie, Kokichi, Hiro, Jen, Iris, Ibuki, Leon, Oda, Haiji, Felicia, Tiki. Dang, poor Rock recruits Ibuki and Leon back to back. But we still have a whole bunch of people to go, don't we? That was only 13, and we have 59. That's respectable. That's not actually as many as I thought it was. But we're still doing a slow scroll. Slow scroll, you see everybody who's left. Will our Agents of Chaos cause the first ever Chaos Transferal? I'd still like to see that. I would like to see that. Could we see a first in this series? It's been 13 seasons, or I guess like 12 and a half technically, seasons long. Since 13's not done. Will we see a first? It's possible. Let's proceed and see if we do. Night 1. Yusuke catches Nagito with a comically large, comically placed banana peels. I got there. We get there. That's how we do things. In anyone else's hands, a microphone is just a microphone. But in Nakamaru's hand, it's a pipe bomb. Hiroko puts her trust in Togami, allows herself to fall backwards. Togami actually catches her. Hiroko says to Togami that she trusts Togami with her life. Monika's ultimate move is fully charged. Celeste thinks that she is the protagonist. In actuality, Hitomi is the protagonist, and Celeste, you know, Celeste does feel very antagonist. Let's not lie to ourselves. But we love her anyway. In a team building exercise, Ranger and Shamir tell each other what they hate about one another. Tharja quietly hums. Shiro and An have a pose off. An wins. La Senor, Samugi, and Joker enter a scrum debate with Rantaro, Munakata, and Sarah. They argue over who should be champion in the event of a tie. Will we see a tie today? Who knows? Will this be the first time in a championship match where nobody wins? Who knows? Tinko introduces Jack and Tengen to her imaginary friend. Nobody's there. Aiba finds a sleeping soul on the ground, raises her hand, waves it in front of her face, dusting off her shoulder, hits So with a 5-knuckle shuffle. Junko and Sayaka sing some show tunes. Karumi's getting ready for AV Mania. Not for nothing, September's getting close. Like, when you think about it, September, we still have all of summer to get through, but when you, like, take a real step back and think about it, we are less than half a year away from AV Mania. We are less than 6 months away from AV Mania. Kazuichi and Mew huddle together for warmth is a little bit awkward. A little bit. Fuka finds a sleeping Azuru. He also hits the 5-knuckle shuffle. Mai, dressed up as the End, breaks out in Costbox. The End laughs. Sonya, Daddy, and Queen look for more people to become friends with, and Hatsumi gets a hold of my soundboard and plays Megalovania. She says, not enough people have perished. Let's get funky with it. Alright, Natsumi. Let's get funky with it. In anyone else's hands, a microphone is just a microphone, but in Nagisa's hands, it's a pipe bomb. Kaito, Pennyworth, and Gin tell each other their pet peeves. Kori, Shoka, Komeiji enter a scrum debate with Teru, Kizzy, and so they argue over who the best girl in Danganronpa is. Mukuro throws a Molotov at Ruka. After the fire dissipates, Mukuro is still perfectly okay somehow. Monokuma and Crazy Yoko steal weapons from the doctor. Well, he's asleep. How could they? Chi-Chi finds a secret stash of pancakes that I hypothetically hinted at. Mikan, Jotaro, Toko, the Wanderer, and Raiden Shogun form an idol group as Komaru dyes her hair orange. Still pretty peaceful right after Megalovania, but will that all turn around as Natsumi performs the Norian tradition of making Monika close 5 minutes after they meet. You know what? Maybe it just won't be peaceful at all. I'm sorry, it won't be violent at all. Kizzy searches for firewood. Kazuichi, An, and Tengen get chased by a rampaging Karumi. And her championship, no new championer yet. In fact, maybe they'll win. Gin shoots an arrow into Jack's head. Komaru, Mai, and Teru argue over what they should buy from the premiere. Arena supermarket, Avi's wares and despairs. Mew eats dirt. Yum. Someone help her. La Senora, Azuru, and Crazy Yoko and Nagisa raid the doctor's camp while he's hunting. This is the second time that they've been raiding the doctor's camp. Y'all calm down. Get out of his TARDIS. Nekomaru shoots an arrow into Togami's head. There's a lot of arrow shots in this day. Yeah, day 2. Kaito, Sonya, Komeiji, and Celeste play cards. Celeste wins. Aiba thinks Avi's got an addiction to getting new addictions. Shoka, Bei, Toko makes a tier list of all the tributes. Joker's S rank, Kori's A rank, Monokuma C rank, Shamir's F rank, and Raiden didn't even make the list. Munakata finds a bikini, puts it on. It's quite a way, this is the wrong simulator. Oh well. Mukuro, Pennyworth, and Junko band together to fend off a pack of starving wolves. That's, I guess, 2 members of the squad and then Mukuro, Junko's sister. I guess that you know what? That makes sense. Fuka shows Jotaro's murder list at the top as Jotaro's name. It's in bold too. Chi-Chi, Ruka, and Sayaka hunt for their tributes. Sarah finds a violin, begins to play it horribly, much to Ranger's frustration. Queen takes a sip of scalding hot liquid, proves too much for her. Spits it into Mikan's face. Yusuke. His phone rings, there's no caller ID. When he picks it up, it's just So on the other line, insulting him. However, we still got a little bit of time. Rantaro and Diddy play tricks on Tharja, while So steals from her room. Tharja notices what's going on and in a fit of rage murders them all. Well, the End RKOs Hitomi from absolutely out of nowhere off of a cliff. Surprisingly, End survives. Wanderer constructs a shack. Avi confuses Samugi for Hilda. How? Well, they're both they have kind of similar voices. They both wear academy clothing. Yeah, Tenko blows up. Nagito severely injures Hiroko, but puts her out of her misery. Shiro wakes up, has pancakes for breakfast, and says, I need another shot, another run with that World Pancake Championship. Shiro, good luck to it. Perhaps you can be the first ever 2-time World Pancake Champion. As the list grows, we continue, we proceed. Do we see an arena event, or do we just have the saddest of all moments for our fallen 8? That is true. Jack, Togami, Rantaro, Dirty, So, Hitomi, Tenko, Hiroko. We'll see everybody's statuses. Dinner party's completely in, but so is deep fried chicken. We still have 51? Yeah, we still got 51. We'll slow scroll it. You can see who's left. Look at this. All of these folks still have plenty of opportunity. In fact, I was gonna say there's not many teams completely out, but I see 2 there, right back to back, Ridden the Stars and Disarmor, but they, as well as the Rock Recruits who got out super duper early, and now Father Knows Jest, are the only 4 teams that are completely out. Everyone else still has championship dreams, still has a championship opportunity. But whose opportunity will flounder next? We'll proceed and find out. Kori, Monokuma, Nakamaru, On, Crazy Yoko, The End, Shoka, Karumi, Monica, Sonia, and Teru are forced to vote on which of them is a traitor. Then have that traitor be executed. Monokuma is voted as a traitor. Fair enough. And is turned to dust. You know? Fair enough. A starving Nagito trades nearly half his supplies for Natsumi's loaf of bread. Pennyworth kisses his homies, Junko. Fair. Mikon? Meh. Queen? I don't know. Good night. Fair. Okay. Mew gets a hold of my soundboard. A cacophony of music plays out as Nagisa is beaten to death with it. Mukuro hums quietly. Komeji's trap kills La Senora. Rest in peace to one half of the Agents of Chaos. Gen locks Yusuke in a coffin, buries him alive, but Yusuke manages to escape. Tsumugi commits tax evasion. Celeste asks Tengen to murder Ranger, to which Tengen declines. Oh! Chi-Chi sends Soto jail for Mew-like behavior. I don't want to see that. Ruka commits tax evasion after repeatedly using the Kaito in chess. Chiro tosses the game board into the fire. Chiro's like, how are you beating me? Sayaka grabs a kitchen knife. I hope it's just for self-defense. Sayaka grabs a kitchen knife. Self-defense? Yeah, sure. Oh. Unfortunate. Hopes nothing terrible happens with that, huh? Yes, anyway. Ibis in the ash of patrolling dead souls asked the Ghost of Honor matters. The silence was the answer. Jotaro and the Doctor tell each other their greatest fears in order to grow each other's trust. Joker is desperate to kill Sayaka, so desperate in fact, that he creates a clone out of her and killed said clone. Sayaka, you know what? Maybe it was for self-defense. Now she might need that kitchen knife. Shamir misses about the Year of the Horizon. Toko sets up a trap to kill Munakata, but the trap fails, only to cripple Munakata. Toko attempts to try again, but Mai finds out, kills Toko. Tharja never wants to hear Megalovania ever again. She was like, I can't believe they played this game. Everyone, or rather every day, Wander imagines a future where he could be with Komaru. That's a weird couple. I don't hate it. Kizzy starts a fire. Sarah and Kazuichi have tea together. While reaching for the kettle, Sarah knocks over the imaginary boiling water on Kazuichi's lap. It burns like the real thing, though. The Raiden Shogun silently snaps at Zeru's neck. Oh boy. Oh my. Fuga decides it was a good idea to nosedive a polar bear, preparing for hibernation. Yeah, the horror. Day 3. Komaru and Yusuke sitting in a tree. Kissing. I wonder how the Wanderer is gonna feel about that. Raiden Shogun doesn't want to live on this planet anymore. Chihiro says something wrong and calls Mai a foolish fool. Queen uses a secret technique, running away. Sonia tends to the end's wounds. The Doctor raises Munakata's hope and dashes them quite expertly. However, what was a lost dimension vote last time sees a majority vote this time as Kizzy, Kazuichi, Monica, Tsumugi, Jotaro, and Mikon are forced to play the majority game. Mikon received the most votes, but unfortunately others. She was a sacrifice, so everyone gets executed except for one person of Mikon's choosing. She chooses Jotaro not to be executed. That is the entirety of They See Me Rollin'. the last person from Theme Park Ride. And I think Mikon still has Gin. Let's see how this plays out. Corey defeats Teruto in a fight but spares his life. An drinks cactus juice and starts to hallucinate. Ruka poisons Kaito's drink but mistakes it for her own and dies. Sarah finds a water gun, fills it with holy water, aims at Tengen who just gets wet. He doesn't like vaporize. Celeste starts planting seedlings in her garden. I don't know what it is about the odds. I mean, like, it's the same odds for everybody. But more often than not, I'm forcing a member of the squad to work at Avi's Wares and Despairs, which just seems fitting. Gin and Sayaka, don't you dare give Sayaka free food or we will be fighting Nekamaru. We will fight Shoka. But you can give it to Gin. Gin's fine. Shoka shows Pennyworth her murder list. At the top is Pennyworth's name. It's in bold too. Karumi receives medical supplies from a mysterious man dressed as a wizard. Crazy Yoko sees a completely pale Natsumi wash ashore. Unmoving, revives her with CPR. Joker holds Aiba's head underwater. Aiba grabs his arm. They are unable to kill one another, so they simply swim away. But this is where things get interesting. Chi-Chi confesses how much she has come to hate Mew. Mew kills Chi-Chi with her own weapon. One half of the tag team champions are gone now. Karumi's all on her own. Tharja offers to sell her friendship to Komeiji. Junko questions Nagito's sanity. Same. So teaches Ranger some fighting moves. Little does Ranger know that So is teaching him wrong as a joke. Ranger then uses these moves to kill Cell. Well, I'll be. Wanderer's still alive. Mukuro is eating cheese puffs and Shamir receives a gift from a secret admirer. We lost quite a few more that round. Same as day one actually, so not like a ton, but we're now making some schmoves. But you know who's not making schmoves? These folks, because it is indeed the saddest of all moments for Monokuma, Nagisa, La Senora, Toko, Izuri, Fuga, Kizzy, Kazuichi, Monica, Samugi, Ruruka, Chi-Chi, So. What are we at now? 30 something probably? I don't remember how many we had going in this. 38. Yeah, because we were just at 51, weren't we? That sounds about right. Karumi is now the sole person remaining for dinner party. She's got to defend against the 37 remaining tributes. Can she do it? I'll have to wait and see. Mikon took out her own partner. That's all I'll say. I'll just put that little kernel of knowledge into your headspace. Chiro, for the Bug Hunters, Baked in Blood sees Mai. Soldier of Fortune's completely in, so are Unhealthy Obsessions. Deep Fried Chicken for the Chaos. Transferal sees Teru still remaining. Take the Throne's completely in. We have a lot of teams completely in for 38. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe still has Gin. Dancing Queen still has Crazy Yoko. Dark Aesthetics completely in, so is For Our Future. Corrupted Elders just has Tengen. Split Path has Aiba. All of this rose in. Well, I'll be. Mommy Milkers has Raiden Shogun. Spoken Word, Sayaka. Lie, Cheat, Steal, Ranger. Couples Counseling, completely in. Blank Canvas, Yusuke. Fan Club, Komaru. Girl Boss, completely in, but the Swift Striker still have Sara. Wander Bros has the Wanderer. Clean Slice with Komeiji. And lastly, for Master Togami still has Pennyworth. The entirety of the last row, however, is gone. And Togami is gone as well, so can he really do it for Master Togami if Togami's dead? I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, that's still like a win in Togami's book, I think, if Pennyworth wins, right? Right? I guess we have to proceed to find out. Let's see how Togami feels if Pennyworth is able to pick up the victory. We'll proceed and see. As Natsumi set up a trap to kill Shoka, but it fails, manages only to cripple Shoka. Natsumi tries again. Ranger actually finds out about the plan, kills Natsumi, protects Shoka. Who would have thunk? Shamir, Karumi, Sayaka, Raiden, and Corey, in typical Corey fashion, kills his own teammate. Tharja's gone. Sarah brags to Mukuro that she has 60 alternative accounts. Kotoko introduces the Doctor to her long-lost twin Kotoka. The end sets off an explosive, killing Komeiji and Crazy Yoko. Gin throws what they think is a Molotov, and Munakata turns out it's just a rag. It's not even on fire. Mai convinces the Wanderer to snuggle with her. On. Stop being selfish. Jiro's allergies keep him up all night, or keep waking him up rather. I know, Chihiro. Be strong. Mew Aiba and Komaru get into a scrum debate with Kaito, Jotaro, and Tengen about who the strongest character in Danganronpa is. Nakamaru gets a hold of my soundboard and plays the secret achievement music. That he does is Teru dies from dysentery, meaning we will not see the chaos transferal. But we will see Nagito letting all the dogs out. Of course it was Nagito who let all of the dogs out. Yusuke etches a sketch in a tree. Joker takes it as a threat. Phantom Thieves beefing a little bit. Junko, her trap kills Sonya. Mikon repeatedly stabs Celeste to death with sighs. And Pennyworth catches Queen with a giant box of comically placed banana peels. We lost a lot of the one person from a lot of the teams of 2, but there's still a couple teams of 2 still left. As we go on to day 4, Shoka finds a fedora, puts it on. The doctor suddenly shouts out, Shoka the platypus. Queen, the Wanderer, Sayaka, and Nakamaru summon a mystical lake hidden deep beneath the arena whose mystical waters turn them all into chibi forms of themselves. They proceed to kill Tengen with cuteness. Sarah makes a tier list. Shika, who knows? Shiki's not even in this match. But Shamir is, and she's S rank. I agree with you. All the way, we acknowledge Shamir out here. Nagito's A rank, Jotaro's C rank, the End is F rank, and Pennyworth didn't even make the list. Mukuro set up an ice cream shack. Mew comes and buys some, it was delicious. Junko signs a petition to change American Yeetball to soccer. I'm okay with that. Kurumi tries to sleep the entire day. Chihiro tries to sleep the entire day as well. On draws Among Us. Among Us? The Pokemon? Gin is still alive. Maki and Kaito play tricks on Komaru while Ranger steals from their room. Joker almost falls off a cliff, was able to earthbend his way to safety. I don't know what Persona is able to do that, but good on him. Aiba pimp slapped Corey off of a cliff. Corey is now out of this one as well. Raiden Shogun has drip. Yeah, she does. Mai receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor, and Yusuke starts to hang out missiles in the arena, but Munakata comes in, swoops in fact, snaps his arm and burns the mistletoe we still have. No, we don't. I thought we were at the night for some reason, but instead we're at the terriblest of turnabouts. We enter the 20s as we now have 20, do we have 38? 29 people. I'm pretty sure we have 38. Don't quote me on that, but you can quote me this is the saddest of all moments. 4. Natsumi, Tharja, Komeiji, Crazy Yoko, Teru, Sonya, Celeste, Tengen, Corey. Well. Let's see who's left. Everybody's status is 29, 5 more than a standard size game. Kurumi still hanging in there, trying to keep that championship gold. Mikon for accident prone, Buck Hunter still have Chihiro, Soldier of Fortune completely in, Baked in Blood still has oh my god. Take the Throne styles Makoto, Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe still has Gin, Dark Aesthetic still sees Shoka, For Our Future still has Munakata and The End, Split Path still has Aiba. This entire row's still ballin'! They're still big ballin', who would have thunk? Mommy Mooker still has the Raiden Shogun, Spoken Word still has Sayaka, Light Cheat still has Ranger, Couples Counseling completely in as well. Blank Canvas still has Yusuke, Fan Club still has Komaru, Girl Boss with Junko, Swift Strikers with Sarah, the Wander Bros with the Wanderer, and for Master Togami, Pennyworth still trying to hang in there. 29 remain, but Kurumi still trying to hold on as Tag Team Champion. Can she do it? Let's proceed and find out. As we hit it up, it is Night 4. The end reminisces about Season 7. Pennyworth strangles the Wanderer with a rope. Rest in peace, Wanderer. Jotaro walks into a very strange machine. His molecules get all rearranged. He's got ghost powers. Phantom. Sarah is gentle with Ranger. Mikon walks barefoot on a carpet of Legos. She succumbs to the pain and does indeed perish. Kaito submits an application to join the squad. Mai snatches the application out of his hand and rips it up. She's like, you're part of the entourage. Get out of here with that. Respect, Mai, respect. Komaru silently snaps On's neck. Rest in peace to her. Sayaka gets a hold of my soundboard before she can use it. You're disqualified. Get out of here. I don't do that to a lot of people, but I'm gonna do it to you, Sayaka. Genbur is the doctor for not protecting him better. Nagito uses night vision goggles to navigate the arena. Queen burns down Avi's wares and despairs. Queen swears it was an accident, but Mew says she saw Queen deliberately burn it down. Now I'll tell you what. This is an entourage member, but she is the undisputed one. She is the first of so many things, and I would be remiss to not believe her on this one. Queen, as much as I love you, you gotta get out of here. Nobody burns down my store and gets away with it on purpose. Shoka suddenly falls over dead. Dang my breath. Kurumi pushes Aiba off of a cliff during a knife fight. She's really determined to keep that championship. Shamir, Yusuke, and Junko enter a scrum debate with Nekomaru. Munakata and Joker, they argue over what will happen first, Avi giving Waffles a chance or Sayaka a chance. Well, I literally just disqualified her for even getting a hold of my soundboard. But I'm very anti-Waffle, so I don't know, you decide, you guys. Mukuro becomes, befriends a Komodo dragon while wearing a small pair of aviator goggles. Chihiro and the Raiden Shogun start preparing for Spooky Month by doing the spooky dance. We'll proceed once again, we'll have another day to get through. I'm so thrown off as Chihiro and Gin kiss underneath the mistletoe. Komaru is so excited about her super weapon that'll take over the arena that she wrote a song about it. Sarah, Munakata, and Mew track down and chill with Shamir. However, quiet that music down. This is sad. We are gathered here today to remember our fallen comrade. In honor of her sacrifice, all events should halt for half a day as nations mourn her passing. Raise the flags at half-staff and sound the alarms, because it is indeed a new champ alert. How unfortunate. One moment of silence. Alright, moment's over. You done well, Kurumi. You really done well. You done good. You might get him back at the end of the season, but we'll have to wait and see. Raiden Shogun investigates the school grounds looking for clues. Yusuke wants me to give donuts. I love donuts. Maybe even more than Hina. Junko seems to be dead, but it's a lie. Jotaro starts a cult. Mukuro, Pennyworth, Ranger, and Mai happily join the Doctor exclaims, "Not the Naegis for no reason in particular." Kaito challenges Nekomaru and Nagito to an anything goes pancake eating competition. And my man's, he's buff, he's a member of the squad, and he's going on to the World Pancake Championship match. Nekomaru, my guy, as the end sprains his ankle while running away from Joker. Because, you know what? I'm honestly all for Joker winning this one. We'll proceed. 8 more are gone. 21? 9 plus 10. That's how many tributes remain after the saddest of all moments. 4. The Wanderer. Mikon. On. Sayaka. Queen. Shoka. Aiba. Kurumi. We'll see everybody's statuses. 21. Yes, indeed, 21. And they are Chihiro. Mai, all of Soldier of Fortune. Gin for the line, The Witch in the Wardrobe. All of For Our Future. Almost the entire row. They've only lost on Lasting Shot, Time and Space Completely End, but Nagito remains for Flames of Rebellion. The Raiden Shogun for the Mommy Milkers. Lie, Cheat, Steal still sees Ranger. Couples Counseling completely in, and they are Undisputed Mew and the king of tag team action, Jotaro. And the person that's sitting out right now, every time that he's won those tag team titles, he's been sitting out. We might want to watch Couples Counseling. Blank Canvas Yusuke, Fan Club sees Komaru, Girl Boss Junko, Swift Striker Sarah, and 4, Master Togami, Pennyworth. 11 more into your saving grace picks. I doubt we'll see the feast this time around. But hey, anything could happen. We'll proceed and we will see. Night 5. Ranger uses all of his mana coins about Avi's wares and despairs for the day. Pennyworth pays Kaito 500 mana coins to kill him medieval style. Via the rats. Joker can't decide whether Shamir should live or die. Live! We love Shamir. Jotaro and the Doctor, the rest of this event is not welcome in a school environment. Sarah charges her ultimate move. Junko breaks Minecraft rule number 1 and digs straight down. She plummets into lava. Junko, you should know better. She probably just wanted to spare. Mukuro catches Gin with a comically large box of comically placed banana peels. It's so comically comical. Mai prepares Seaside Homicide. It works and she kills the end. We might see We might see the feast, actually. Anyway, Nagito introduces Nakamaru and Komaru, the Komaru clan. The double Komarus with a little now on the side. Nobody's there. Chiro dyes his hair yellow. Not the worst look. Raiden Shogun and Mew and Yusuke play a game of strip poker. One thing leads to another, and they both end up burying Mew's body in the courtyard. Now, their couples counseling could be completely out because this has the potential to be a fatal event. Will it be? We'll have to wait and see. Munakata walks across a carpet with Legos. Going against all logic and reason, he powers through the pain and reaches the other side. We do not see the feast, but we do see the Doctor, Shamir, and Mai hold an intervention for My Pancake Addiction. You know, I do love all three of these characters a lot. Taichi's the Doctor, he's a great dad of the year. Shamir, y'all know I love Shamir, and Mai can stab me in the back anytime. But they all gotta go for trying to take my pancakes. Bang bang. Pillars of lava shoot out of the ground as the Raiden Shogun duels it out with Yusuke. Yusuke accidentally slips and falls to the ground just as a pillar of lava erupts underneath him. Jeez. Gin plays chess with death and wins. Ranger investigates the school grounds looking for clues. Blues clues. Nekamaru hates how he acted in the past and disgusted by what he did. Nekamaru wants to move past this phase in his life and actively become a better person. Kaito sets up an ice cream shack. Nobody comes. Joker is ready for the fight before Christmas. You got a ways to go, my guy. Mukuro is writing a Danganronpa remake where Nagito is the protagonist, Komaru is the antagonist, and Jiro is the mastermind. Munakata does not believe in palindromes. As he shouldn't, because they don't exist. And Sarah tracks down and kills Jotaro. I find it really hilarious that the event that could have been a death event was not a death event for the Doctor and Jotaro, but they both died anyway. We'll proceed. Oh boy! Y'all, I think y'all are about to get your saving grace picks, huh? So, there's a flash sale down at Avi's Wares and Despairs. Joker gets his leg caught in an automatic door. Gin uses the opportunity to murder a trapped Joker. Nagito gets fired from Avi's Wares and Despairs and runs off crying. Komaru gets a 50% discount on a 6 sword. Munakata takes too many free samples and is killed off by security Sarah. And Shiro furiously snags coupons from the shelves at Raiden Shogun shops till she drops dead. And Mukuro tips over an aisle, which causes other aisles to fall like dominoes, killing Nekamaru, Kaito, and Ranger in the process. We're at your saving grace picks now, because we lost 15 of 21. It's the last saddest of all moments. 4. You know what? Rock with it. Pennyworth, Junko, The End, Mew, The Doctor, Shamir, Mai, Yusuke, Jotaro, Joker, Munakata, the Raiden Shogun, Nekamaru, Kaito, and Ranger have all perished, but that does indeed make it. So it's time for your saving grace picks. We have just 6 competitors left. 6 competitors, 6 different teams. I am pretty sure no team is completely in anymore. And so I have to walk through with you guys. We have Chihiro from the Bug Hunters, Forgotten, who's never held a title, Jiro, who's never held the tag team titles, and So, who's almost done it all. He just needs the World Pancake Championship. Soldier of Fortune sees Mukuro. Mukuro is teaming up with Naoto and Shamir. A very great group of ladies. Could they walk out of Women's History Month, the next to last tag team episode in Women's History Month, with the tag team titles? We'll have to wait and see. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, a fan favorite in Gin. Gin could win this whole shebang. Do I believe in him? I sure enough do. He's teaming up this season with Sumugi. Not featured here today is the Princessin of Pancakes. Former World Pancake Champion could become Tag Team Champion thanks to Gin today. We'll scroll down and we will see Nagito, Flames of Rebellion for Reiko, who is a former Agent of Chaos for the tag team action, and for An, who's very fresh to the competition. Nagito is already a 2-time tag team champion, wants to make it 3 with a new team, Flames of Rebellion. Could be tag team champions, fan club. We see Komaru, who was a part of the first ever tag team champions. She held 2 titles at the same time briefly, and she is already a 2-time tag team champion. Can she bring Oda and Mishima a little bit of glory today? Swift Strikers. We still see Sarah. Sharpshooting, steel-minded, big sister Sarah. Will she walk out as champion? Her partners, Maki and Tinko. They've both been champions before. Maki, one-time tag team champion. Tinko, two-time tag team champion? They didn't win it 3 times, did they? I think just twice. I think 2-time tag team champion. But I'll tell you what, this is one heck of a final 6. I think every team except for the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Soldier of Fortune have a former tag team champion a part of their team. However, I have to also mention Sarah is also a part of the team that was the original tag team champions. Steel-minded girls. I'm talking Komaru, Kaede, and Sarah. It would be interesting to see them go one-on-one. I was gonna say that every team has at least somebody who has not been a tag team champion, but Swift Strikers proves me wrong. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but make your save and grace picks first, second, and third. Make them right now. I'm gonna make them in a second after I tell you to look that subscribe button dead in the eye. You jump up and you drop kick it right at the top of the dome. Make sure it's clicked as you do so. Give me the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe for first. I would love to see Gin with a title. I think a lot of us have been like secretly hoping for it. Have just kind of been like, oh, let's just go along for the ride. If it happens, it happens. Today it could happen. 1 in 6 chance. For second, I'm gonna take Chihiro. Finally giving Chihiro and Gonta tag team titles. Tag team gold. Gonta's never held gold. I'd like to see that. For third, though, I think I'm going to take the Fan Club. I think Komaru finds her 3rd tag team championship and brings the title home to Oda and to Mishima, and they will fan out about themselves. They will earn fans of their own. That's what I believe is going to happen. But will that be what happens? Probably not, but I can say with certainty, the tag team titles are on the line. 6 competitors, 1 goal. And they are Chihiro, Mukuro, Gin, Nagito, Komaru, Sarah. Hunger Games Tag Team Champions. Who will walk out with those titles? They all stand tall with the same pulse, the same fate, even, as that of a samurai woman. 6 teams, 6 competitors, 1 goal. It could all end when we click proceed. It does not all end when we click proceed, as Komaru finds Janet's sketch, somehow ends up breaking it in frustration. Sarah somehow steals every item in Gin's camp without being noticed. Nagito puts on a suave top hat. How fancy. Mukuro breaks This is kind of hilarious. On one hand, we saw Junko break Minecraft rule number 1, duck straight in the lava. Mukuro does the same thing as her sister, does not find despair, she finds diamonds. Good on you. Chihiro, however, decided it was a good idea to nosedive a bear preparing for hibernation. The horror, Chihiro. That's on you, my guy. We are down to our final 5. It is Komaru, it is Sarah, it is Nagito, it is Mukuro, and it is not over yet. Because Sarah receives a hatch from an unknown sponsor. Nagito accidentally blurts out the fact that he likes Komaru in a non-platonic way. Komaru declines that confession. She's like, I don't like you that way. Mukuro finds my boxing gloves in the cornucopia. Her hands are now ready to eat for everybody. And for a moment, Gin thought that he saw Junko and Omama. Obviously, he's just seeing things, right? We are down to our final 5. We have just lost the 1. The poor bean. It is a terrible turnabout for you. Chihiro. Which means we can go back to everybody's statuses. Tag Team Gold is on the line. We have Mukuro, we have Gin, we have Nagito, we have Sarah, and we have the fan club's Komaru. Once again, one of them, or none of them, or 2 of them, who knows, walk out with Tag Team Gold today. I don't know who it's going to be, and I'm not going to ask you that yet, but I will say that Soldier of Fortune's Mukuro, one more time. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobes, Gin, one more time. Flames of Rebellion's Nagito one more time. Fan Club's Komaru one more time. And Swift Striker's Sarah. All stand with the same fate. Caught in a fate. Caught on what kind of fate? Within our final 5 in championship action, these 5 are all caught in what we like to call a golden crisis of fate. Let's do it. It is your final 5. Let's run it back. Okay. It's still fine. Crisis of Fate, like, jittered for a second there, which I was like, oh, I don't love that. But we will proceed and we will see who else doesn't love that. Sarah, she's trying to treat her infection. Nagito grabs a kitchen knife. Hopefully it's just for self-defense. Komaru hates Gen so strong. She's created a squad against Gen. Mukuro has a hold in my soundboard within the hour. She's struck down for playing copyrighted music. Nobody perishes. But someone does now. As Mukuro, Komaru and Gen start fighting, but Komaru runs away as Mukuro kills Gen. Sarah wishes for immortality and is promptly disqualified for cheating. And Nagito gets a second knife. He's now twice as sharp, twice as dangerous. It is Mukuro, Komaru, and Nagito is your final 3. That's where we lie right now. As we proceed, it is a clear loon for 2 prime, your turn to die characters. 2 beloved favorites. Terrible turnabout for them. Gen, Sarah. We have Soldier of Fortune, Mukuro, Shamir for Miss Naoto. We have Flames of Rebellion, Nagito, On for Miss Reiko. And we have Fan Club, Komaru and Oda for Mishima. These are your final 3. It is Komaru, it is Nagito, and it is Mukuro for their respective teams. But they're still caught in what we like to call a crisis of fate. Will we come back to the screen? It could go either way. We could lose one person, nobody, and then one person come back to the screen, or we could lose 2 people immediately. Anything could happen, but what I do tell you is that new tag team champions may happen very soon. Maybe even the second that I click proceed. Not quite, but Nagito throws Mukuro off of a cliff and smiles when she makes contact with the ground. Komaru takes power and 247 million perish. Both of those were really unfortunate. 2 really unfortunate things happening. However, 2 former tag team champions are about to do battle. 2 of the best, but only one will walk out as tag team champion unless it's both, or neither. But regardless of what happens, I do still have to ask you that same question, that one glorious golden question, that is who? Will it be Nagito, Komaru? Both of these competitors are multi-time tag team champions. Both of them 2-time tag team champions, I believe. Nagito twice with So and with Kokichi. Komaru's done it once with Sarah and Kaede, then did it again with her best buddy in Genocide Jack. But now, we are down to your final 2, and one of these competitors will become a 3-time tag team champion and bring their 2 partners each their first piece of tag team gold. It's very cool. And so which of these, and I think brand new, yes, both of these teams were created this season. So who's it gonna be? Nagito, Komaru, Flames of Rebellion, Fan Club. Both? Neither. I think it's time that we found out together. I think it's time that we find out what unfolds between Nagito and Komaru. Komaru and Nagito, 2 pillars of the Danganronpa Hunger Games, but the one who stands tall is... In an effort to survive, Komaru tries to strangle Nagito with toilet paper. It is fortunately 2-ply, and is enough to kill Nagito. Flames of Rebellion takes second place, and the fan club earns some fans of their own. As we proceed, it all ended with these last two terrible turnabouts for Mukuro, Nagito. Which means for a third time herself, and for the first time for her two partners, in fact, one of her partners for the first time competing, we scroll down, we look around, we see everyone else is gone, but one. And I gotta give her kudos, I gotta give her her props. As we proceed, she is a future Hall of Famer. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner. Two-time champion of champions. And, let it be known, now a three-time tag team champion. Leading Oda, leading Mishima to glory for the very first time, to gold for the very first time. They're all fanatics themselves, but today they might get fans of their own because they've accomplished something great, something special that not everybody has been able to do. Together, they are your winners, and they are your new and new Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Champions Fan Club takes the win. Good on them. New Tag Team Champions Komaru for the third time with 3 separate teams. Once again, I say definite future Hall of Famer. Oda for the first time, and Mishima in his very first season didn't even have to participate this game, walking out with gold. The ladies, I'm sure he thinks, are going to love him. Will proceed once again, standing tall, so close for Nagito and Flames of Rebellion in their first season as well. But second place is good. I will say that if there happens to be a fan vote, second place fan vote might happen. Who knows? But we're gonna have to probably be 2 fan votes because, you know, when we get that 1 fan vote in tag team action, we do a little royale between all the teams. However, Komaru took first, Nagito second, Mukuro third, Sarah fourth, Gin fifth, Chihiro sixth, Ranger seventh, Kaito eighth, Nekomaru ninth, and rounding off your top 10 is the Raiden Shogun. Really a strong top 10. I think everyone in the top 10 really has had like at least one accolade at some point, be it a championship, be it an Agent of Chaos, be it most KOs in a season or like in a single episode. Everyone has one of those. Everyone here in this top 10 has one of those, which is very impressive. Love it to bits, and I love Komaru. And we now have new tag team champions as we bring up the winners bracket. That tag team bracket, we see the fan club now holding the gold and securing that spot. Good on them. And bring it back to me. Thank you. We'll scroll down and we see everybody else. So where did Oda finish? I feel like Oda did not so great. 63rd out of 72. Komaru carried. Komaru did indeed carry. Unfortunate. I think Ranger also tried to carry too. Ranger in 7th. Kokichi down there in like 69. Nice, actually. Very nice, Kokichi. He wasn't trying to win. He just wanted the hee hee ha ha funny number. And you know what? I respect that. One of these days, 69th place is going to be a secret achievement. It's not this season. Surprise, surprise. However, incredible matchup from start to finish, and Komaru brought it all home. New tag team champion. It started off with Monica tossing a knife, and it all ended with Nagito picking up 2 but is unable to use them. Toilet paper got him instead. He could have used the knives to cut the toilet paper. I guess when you're getting strangled, you don't quite, that doesn't like click in your brain. It is what it is. Komaru took the whole thing. The fan club wins. They go on. And that's all she wrote. Congratulations to them. Tomorrow is singles action, but more importantly, most importantly in fact, OC action begins this Sunday. In just a couple days' time, we will have OC action this Sunday, 3:30. So get excited for it. It's going to be a grand time. Fantastic submissions as always. And I'm looking forward to seeing them do battle. But one more time, today. That's the future. That's Sunday. Today, however, as we go back to the reaping, today was the day of the fan club. And now they are tag team champions. But how long will they hold it? There's still a good chunk of season left. There is a decent chance that they have to defend those titles one more time. Or rather, the titles will have to be defended one more time before the finale. We'll see. We will see. But for right now, this is your United States Savior taking off. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.